Now, how to charge a body by conduction? Remember, only conductors can be charged by conduction. Insulators cannot be charged by conduction because insulators do not allow the electricity to pass through them or charges to pass through them. So, insulators can be charged only by the method of friction. Conductors can be charged by two methods. One is conduction, another is induction. Now, what do you mean by induction? What do you mean by conduction? Now here the charged body and the body which is going to be charged, both are brought in physical contact. Whereas in induction process, ion, du, ct, ion, induction process, there is no physical contact at all. Now suppose this is a spherical conductor, metal, which is kept over the insulating stand. I don't want to lose the charges after once it gets charged. And if it is kept over the insulating stand, now bring the charged body in contact with this uncharged body. Suppose I have already a charged conductor which is negatively charged, and these negative charges are distributed on the outer surface because they keep on repelling and they try to move over the large distance, and the maximum distance at which they can accommodate is the outer surface. Now bring them in physical contact, or even you can connect them by a wire. You can do that also. So when they are brought in contact, already these charges are trying to repel and trying to move as far as possible. But over this conductor, this is the maximum distance at which they can accommodate. Now they have been given another opportunity of going to other conductor. It is as if, suppose in your classroom, if it is a small classroom filled with 100 students and there is a suffocation and you find it very difficult to sit, there is a heavy rush. Suppose a door is opened and if you have another classroom on the other side, and as large as your own classroom, then some of the students will move to the other classroom because they have got an opportunity of going to a fresh room. But all the students won't go to the other room because the situation will be the same. So in the same way, these electrons were trying to accommodate here on this conductor, but they have been given an opportunity to go here by connecting them by a wire or bringing them in physical contact. Now these charges which were continuously repelling, they start moving over to the other conductor. So when this is brought in contact with the other uncharged conductor sufficiently for a longer time and then separated, the situation will be like this. Some of the charges will remain here and some of the charges will go to this conductor, and the other conductor which was neutral earlier is also charged now, and the negative charges will move here. And suppose the two conductors were of same size. Suppose the other room and your room has 100 students, other room is also of the same size as your classroom, then definitely 50% of the students, that means 50 students, will go to the other room and 50 students will stay in your own room. Similarly, if two conductors are of same size, then suppose this was containing say a charge of minus 100 coulombs, since it is having electrons. Here minus 100 coulomb earlier. Now after bringing it contact with the same size another conducting sphere, then you will find that after bringing them in contact, this will have minus 50 coulomb, this will have minus 50 coulomb. Suppose their sizes are same. Suppose their sizes are not same, then it depends on their sizes, how much charge is stored in which conductor. That needs a separate method of calculation. But for the time being, just know that if the two conductors are of the same size are brought in contact, one charged and another uncharged, then the charges will be equally shared among the two.